Okay. Sangeeta, last time when we met, you told me that you turned vegan. Yeah, and despite that, you've been able to scale summits or go and continue with your climbing expeditions. Yeah. So tell me, why have you turned vegan, and do you not need an non-vegetarian food to be able to get your dose of proteins?
Okay, first I'll talk about why I turned vegan. See, veganism happened because of awareness. When you are aware of certain things, then you start making changes. So I became aware of the cruelty that the animals suffer for us humans to actually basically put dead animals on the plate. And I
Okay.
actually went to a slaughterhouse
Okay.
to see how the animals not only suffer just when they are killed, but prior to that, they have no voice. And they have no choice, no voice. And why I turned vegan is also because the fact that the animal protein, when the animals are killed, they are left hanging in the abattoir where they are packaged,
Yeah.
and they're put on the shelf sometimes up to 3 weeks later. And the suffering that the animals face during that time, they have not died, and they keep
Truly?
hanging.
Yeah.
Yes. And the shelf life, when they write in the supermarkets, they write the shelf life is like few days later or whatever. But by then the cancerous cells has already gone into the meat because they're left hanging there. And those cannot be taken out from the concept when the animals are dead, and you're actually eating cancer. So this is not something that everybody knows.
I didn't
And
know about this.
so I'm an ethical vegan where I cannot see the suffering of animals. I've seen them die in front of me and I couldn't do anything. So I thought I must step back and be the one, a voice for them. And contrary to what people think that you need animal protein to get your strength when you're working out, it is actually not true at all. Simply because of what I just told you. And secondly, the plant-based diets are fresh. You're not eating any emotions or suffering of plants. It's easy to digest. It's fresher. It makes your system completely light. And yet you get the same amount of protein in beans, legumes, broccoli, spinach. The same
all
kind
healthy.
of things, and sometimes even more.
Hi, Isa.
Hi.
So I believe you are from Portugal.
Yes, I'm from
Yes?
Portugal. Yes.
And what are you doing in India and in a vegan gathering?
In vegan, I'm expanding my business. So I have a catering and takeaway for the moment, which is vegan, gluten-free, and refined sugar-free. Also, everything is cooked in the way that nutrition is maintained. So every ingredient has their method to
Yeah,
cook.
okay.
So that's how we do. So we provide prana, so the high vibrance of the nutrition is in the food.
Excellent. So how long have you been a vegan?
I'm vegan for almost 1 decade, but I'm a vegetarian since 20 years. So it
Wonderful.
has been a long process. For me.
And why vegan from vegetarian? What's the difference?
Because when I turned vegetarian, I noticed that even being vegetarian, I was not healthy. And I still had problems, and for me that was not acceptable. So for me, if I'm vegan, so if I was vegetarian, I should not have some certain disease. But because I was also consuming dairy and other products, which will bring me some things to my body that I didn't like it. So I always been in purchase to a better health and a better me. So that brought me to being a vegan.
Vegan.
Yes, and when I started that process, I saw that my health it's much better. So I don't
Give
have
me
this,
one example,
so
concrete example.
I don't have asthma anymore.
You had asthma.
Yes, I did had asthma. Yes. So that's
That's
one of
excellent,
those.
yeah.
Bloating, it's all off as
All
well.
gone?
Yes. So I also had the digestion problem. So also I was always constipated and all these kind of things. and also acne. It was much worse than I have today. So all these
You
things.
have no acne
I have a
now.
little bit, but that's because of stress and pollution. So all these things they disappeared, and also I become a more calm person and everything. Yes.
So they're both conspicuous and inconspicuous benefits.
So, ladies, as I was telling you, I'm an educator with special interest in nutrition because I've studied nutrition, right? So, 9 years ago, I happened to visit a dairy, small dairy, and what I saw there horrified me. And overnight, I left all milk and milk products, right? So, I was never much of a sweet fan, sweet dishes that are made from dairy, but I did like a little bit of tea, milk in my tea, and I used to like curd, right? I left tea, I started drinking black tea, and I started loving it also. But I used to miss curd, like in Indian households, curd is the key ingredient. Then I started doing a bit of research, and I found out that we can make curd from plant milks, right? So I experimented, had a lot of failures over a couple of months, but then suddenly one day, eureka, and the perfect curd was set for me, right? Yes, and I will show it to you today. I brought it, okay? So then I started a small venture called Roy's Vegan. My name is Madhu Roy, so I started Roy's Vegan to help other people like me transition, right? Those who want to. My curd was appreciated, and soon there were requests for cheese, for paneer, for butter, so I started making all that too, right? But after 2 or 3 years, the demand became so much that I couldn't manage it because it was a small home startup. Then I thought, let me stop selling and let me start teaching it. The enzyme that breaks down lactose in the body gets over. That is why when we grow up and drink milk, it causes problems in our stomach. दही हम लोग खा लेते हैं, लेकिन दूध पीने में problem because we do not have the enzyme. In India, 75% people are lactose intolerant. Do you know that? Yes. In some ethnic populations like the Africans, 90% of the people are lactose intolerant. Only the Caucasians have adapted environmentally, they've evolved to digest milk. But most of us are lactose intolerant to some extent. Right? Now, और हमें आदत पड़ गई है चाय पीने की और ये खाने की. So instead of that milk, why not use a plant milk? And it is nothing new. Coconut milk has been around ages. South में तो coconut milk ही use होता है. And soy milk, East Asia, Japan, China, all soy milk, right? India में we are a very very dairy intensive country because that's what is taught to us and that's what we are conditioned to, right? So let's see what sort of milks. Every nut, every seed, every legume can be converted into a milk, but the process, the basic process is the same, almost the same, right? The only thing is if you use nuts, they're a bit expensive, right? If you use nuts are expensive. Coconut is cheaper, soybean is the cheapest and the healthiest. Alright, so today I will show you how to make almond milk, right? So this is about 50 grams of almonds that we have soaked overnight. Right? So soak करने से और वो थोड़ा soft हो जाते हैं and they become you can dry. नहीं, छिलका भी उतारने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's so easy. We don't need to remove the chilka, right? So we just soak them and we grind them. Then we add a bit of water and strain them. That's it. छिलके समेत वो छिलका अपने आप उसमें निकल आता है, alright? Then secondly we can make cashew milk, alright? So cashew milk is the nearest to dairy milk because it's creamy. Right? This is just thin depending upon how much cashews you want to use, right? And this is a bit a little bit, not very smooth. This is the smoothest. इसको हमें छानना पड़ेगा, इसको हमें छानना भी नहीं पड़ता. If you have a very powerful mixer, you don't do it. And after that we have soybean. This is soybean. Have you all seen soybean? Yeah. This is soybean की दाल कहते हैं हम लोग, right? So this is the best milk for chai and coffee. Right? This milk sometimes curdles. क्योंकि what is it? It's just a mixture of almonds and water. तो ये कभी कभी सेपरेट हो जाता है, ये भी कभी कभी सेपरेट हो जाता है. ये इसलिए नहीं होता क्योंकि हम इसको हीट कर सकते हैं, इसको हम कुक कर सकते हैं. इसको हम कुक करते हैं तो ये थिक हो जाता है
And फट जाता है. We have to soak this too.
Yes, same process. Soak it, grind it,
Add water.
इसको हम पहले हीट कर लेते हैं और फिर
Strain करते हैं.
Okay, then we have another wonderful milk called oats milk.
Yeah.
And that's very low calorie, and just what do we need? We just need a liquid to whiten our tea, na?
Yes.
चाय को सफेद भी करना ना थोड़ा सा, and we need a base for our kheers and our ice creams. So these are, anyway we put nuts in our ice cream and our kheer, so why not use this milk? And it comes out very tasty. रबड़ी बन सकती है, खोया बन सकता है, जलेबी बन, everything can be. Right. So oats milk का सिर्फ ये है कि वो थोड़ा सा उसमें कभी आपने उसको सोक किया तो आपको लेस कर, तो उसको सोक नहीं करना, स्लाइमी हो जाता है. ओट्स को सोक नहीं करना, ओट्स को डायरेक्टली मिक्सी में डाल देना, राइट, और हीट नहीं करना है.
The dry oats,
rolled oats,
So you
With water.
With water, and just
immediately just and take it out. Another wonderful milk, very nutritious, is peanut milk.
I have one question. What's the shelf life of this, like soya milk? If you are making
Soya milk?
Yes.
Soya milk कम से कम आपका 1 हफ्ता चलता है फ्रिज में, alright. जो मैं दही बनाती हूँ, मेरी दही कम से कम 3 हफ्ते चलती है.
अच्छा, दही के लिए भी again you have to do it like in a similar way. Like
Similar.
Okay.
We start with milk and then we'll keep telling you दही कैसे बनाते हैं, पनीर कैसे बनाते हैं, और चीज़ कैसे बनाते हैं, we'll tell you everything.
और सारे नॉर्थ इंडिया का दूध दही मक्खन.
फिर उसको दही को जमाने के लिए थोड़ा दही डालना पड़ेगा क्या?
हाँ,
इसका भी बताते हैं.
और हम आपको दही देंगे भी, अपने घर ले जाएंगे एज अ स्टार्टर.
या दैट इज अ मेन थिंग ना, फिर वैसा ही सारा बन जाएगा.
खाली बन नहीं जाएगा, साथ में हेल्दी कितना होगा.
This is all healthy stuff, especially when made at home. अच्छा, मैं आपको एक और बता दूँ, मार्केट में भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, दूध आई नो सब सेम, but they are expensive and they have a lot of fillers and preservatives and stabilizers in them, emulsifiers. क्योंकि आप अगर almond milk अपने फ्रिज में रखेंगे तो वो थोड़ा settle down हो जाएगा, but you can always shake. Yes. But it doesn't look good on the store, on the shelf. People will not buy it. So they have to put emulsifiers and stabilizers.
For the shelf life.
But that is not.
Make me कुछ अपना कैमरा का कुछ लेके
Sure. But that's not very healthy. I always say make it at home. पहले टाइम में ladies used to make a lot of these things at home, especially dahi and खीर. अब सब कुछ हम shelf से लेते हैं. Right? So peanut milk I was talking about. Peanut milk is the same process as almonds.
Okay.
Just soak. No need to peel them. Raw peanuts. No need to peel them. Grind. Put some water. Heat them up. And then Sure. Question. Tell me. What else you want to learn?
So, what are the health benefits? What are the health benefits you've seen after you've turned, moved to?
in your own.
Yeah.
I'm fit. I mean, I feel so much of energy, and I live on the 3rd floor. 10 times I can go up and down.
Madhu, from where we'll get the jamun?
I will give you.
And what is the before and after?
Before and after.
Before turning a
I was
vegan?
never fat.
Hmm.
Never fat. But then the
Not
energy
talking
wasn't
about
there.
fat. Yeah, that's
Energy
exactly what
wasn't
I
there,
wanted to know,
I used to
Ji.
get tired. I used to get a lot of sinus problems, वो सब खत्म हो गई है.
Some
Sneezing,
allergies.
If I tell you, in the last 8 or 9 years, I have hardly ever had a cold.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I've been a vegan for 6
And
years.
this dahi you can have in
And my
winter
flu
also.
symptoms have gone. I used to get like cough and cold every like once a month or like at least once in 2 months. And I used to get loose motions every month. Every month I used to get loose motions. And after going vegan,
See the cheese?
I mean, I don't remember last time I got a bad stomach. Maybe once or twice annually food poisoning or something, but otherwise it's been really a blessing.
अब मैं पनीर आपको
Wonderful.